Ladies and gentlemen, buyers, good morning and a very warm welcome to what is sure to be another very special Harcourts Rata and Co auction here at number 13 Newton Street in Thomastown. My name is Robert Ozzimo. I proudly represent the company of Harcourts Rata and Co. I'm joined here today by some of my award-winning colleagues in blue. Should you require their advice, please feel free to approach either Annie, Belinda, Chanel, and of course Mr. Joel Viavattene, who no doubt you've had the great opportunity of becoming acquainted with throughout the marketing campaign. Buyers, let me share with you now the following announcements which are in place to help you bid and buy with absolute confidence here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules, and any additional conditions are made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have a reserve price as the auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders attempting to prevent others from bidding, and provides for fines for such conduct. The rules permit for vendor bids. The words I'll use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. The contract of sale has been on display prior to today's auction. We call for 10% deposit upon the fall of the hammer and the signing of that contract to take place here today, with the balance to be paid at settlement in a flexible 30 to 90 days time, at which time the vendor will provide the lucky buyer with vacant possession of the property. All in all, quite a straightforward contract. Everything is in here, everything is quite clear. So buyers, is with my highest recommendation what we offer for your consideration and competition here today. A great home, a free flowing floor plan, plenty of space for the family today, but also plenty of space to grow into over the years. Set on just under 700 square metres here in the very heart of Thomastown. We've got access to everything that you need that makes for a great investment, but also makes for a great lifestyle. Shopping in the guise of High Street Shopping Strip, not far away at all. Easy access to Thomastown Station, providing simpler access into the city. The home's been well looked after, immediately comfortable, move right in, but plenty of scope for you to add your own touches on throughout the years. So a great opportunity for those first home buyers among us, a great opportunity for those investors, and an opportunity for you and your family today to bid, buy, get the sold sticker up on the board. If that is your goal, right now is your opportunity to reserve that right, buyers. Where can I see a fair and reasonable starting bid for number 13 Newton? Who'd like to start us off? I don't mind the call, buyers. I'm in your hands. Start me where you like. Most quiet part of an auction is when we ask for an opening bid. Everybody tends to go a little bit quiet, but you've got the opportunity now, buyers, to start from a position of strength. You've got an opportunity to show the competition that the keys do belong to you. Where was that? Yeah, 700,000. It's a low start, but we'll go at 700, and I'll ask for 50 in the rise. At 700,000, the bid's at 700. At 700,000 now. At 700,000, fairly been offered at 7, looking for 50 now. At 700,000, the bid. At 700,000, I'll move along then with 50 on a vendor bid at 50, and invite you back in, sir. Perhaps round me off to 8. At 50, I'm at 50, Belinda, at 750,000. At 750, see if you can get him in for 8. At 750,000. At 750,000 against your bid, sir, 750. Can I say 800 now? Probably where we should start. At 750,000. At 750,000 against your bid now. 750 the bid. Once at 750,000. At 800,000, I would think so, at 800 now. At 800,000, fresh competition there against you at 800. At $800,000 a bid. At 800, even money at 800,000. At 800,000 now, fairly been offered at 8. At 800,000, any better bid? Any better offer than 800,000? Once. At 810,000, I'm short of my stride, I'll get him involved at 810. Same courtesy to your buyer, Belinda, at 10 if they like, and same courtesy to you, sir. At 810,000, make it 20 now. At 810,000, at 20 got. At 820,000, a battle of the phones. At 820 now, make it 30 Annie. At 820,000, at 820 the bid. At 820,000, fairly been offered at 30 got. At 830,000, make it 40 now. At 830 the bid. At 830,000, bid here against your buyer, Belinda, at 830. At 830,000 the bid. Once at 830, done. Twice at 840 now. At 840,000, make it 8.5. At 840 the bid. At 840,000, bid there 840. At 840,000, fairly been offered now 840,000. At 840 the bid. Looking for 10 in the rise. At 840,000. Once at 840, done.
845.
I'm taking 10, asking for 10. At 845,000, it's got to be 50. At 840,000, looking for 50 now. Same courtesy over there, sir, if you like at 50 got now. Courtesy taken here at 50. At 850,000, 60 beckons. At 850,000, fairly been offered now at 850 the bid. At 850,000. At 850,000, bid here. Opportunity there across the road. Also with you, sir. At 850 now. Once at 850,000, all done. Twice at 850,000. 855. I'm looking for 10, sir. Coming with me for 10. Can I say 60? Can I say if it's worth 855, it's got to be worth 860. And you want your first bid to count, it's got to be a statement bid at 850,000. Can I say 60, sir? 860, and I would think so at 860,000. At 860 the bid. At 860,000, fresh bid in there at 860,000. Welcome and best of luck. At 60 now. At 860,000, bids there, cross the road at 60. At 860,000, fairly been offered now at 860,000. Opportunity with you both and you, sir, at 860 now. At 860 the bid for the first call at 860,000. All done.
Will you take 5?
He's going to kill me if I take 5 now. I just refused his 5. Say 70 in the rise. At 860,000, keep strength in the bidding. At 860,000, strong bids show you here to buy. At 860,000. At 860,000, short bids show weakness to the competition, gives them an opportunity to get involved and get on top. At 860,000, can I say 70 Annie? At 860,000. At 860,000, bid there. 860 the bid. Once at 860,000, done. Twice, 860,000, done. Finished. Then instructions there. Third, final call, $860,000 a bid. All done. All finished. 870 now at 870,000. We're back here now at 870. At 870,000, fairly been offered now. 870 the bid. At 870,000, bid there. One bid, not enough here today, sir, although it was a great one. At 870,000, I have. At 870 the bid. At 870,000, fairly been offered. Bid here at 870. Opportunity with you at 870,000. How are we going on the phone here, Belinda? At 870,000. At 870 the bid for the first call at 870. All done. Second call at 870, done. Finished. Third, final call, $870,000 the bid. Are we all done? All finished. All silent. Out at 870,000. What do you say, sir? One bid not enough for you here today at 870. I will take the 5 if he gets you back involved at 875. Same courtesy to them now at 5 if they like at 875. Same courtesy over here. So only the one bid here today. You've been very quiet at 875,000. Bid there, cross the road at 875. Opportunity still in the crowd at 875. How are they going there, Belinda? Are they in, out at 875? Still considering their position at 875,000, pointy end of the auction at 875 now. At 875,000, fairly been offered. Bid there with Joel's buy across the road at 875 and looking for 80 now. It's the same courtesy at 5 if they like at 875,000. Once at 875, all done. Twice at 875, done. Finished. Third, final call, $875,000 the bid. All done, all finished.
876.
At 876, knocking me down to ones at 876. Only cost you one, sir, at 876,000. At 876 and the bid's here at 876 now. At 876,000, fairly been offered at 876. At 876,000, take me to 80, sir. At 876, the bid's there. Can I say 80 now? At 876,000, fairly, at 77 now at 877. At 877, the bid. At 877,000, back against you, your buyer, Annie, at only one in the ride if they like, and same courtesy here, Belinda at 1 at 877,000. Sir, only cost you one involved, one on top now. Surely that helps to get you involved. Can I say 1 at 877,000? The bid's there at 877. At 877,000 once at 877. Done. At 78 now, at 878, at 878,000, fairly been offered. That would have been a spectacle at 878. At 878,000, bid there, back against you, sir, 878. Take me to 80, surely. 878,000, bid there, opportunity with you now, at 878,000, once at 878, done. Twice at 878, done. Finished. Third at 79, welcome back at 79. Quite there for a while at 879,000, at 879 now, and 80 beckons now at 879,000. At 879,000, bids here in the centre, opportunity on both sides. At 879,000, at 879, fairly been offered now, 879,000. Once at 879, all done. Second call, 879,000 done. Finished. 80 now, and welcome back at 80. At 880,000, bids here now, Belinda, against your buyer on the phone at 80. At 880,000, at 880 the bid. At 880,000 now, fairly been offered at 880, bids here, opportunity there, and with you, sir. Are you still with me, sir, at 880,000? At 880,000, thank you, Mark. At 880,000, fairly been offered. At 880, bids there, what do you say, sir? Yes, no? 880,000, bid there, opportunity with you now. Once at 880, done. Twice at 880, done and finished. Third, final call, $880,000 a bid, done, finished, silent and out at 80. And he can confirm that bid at 880,000. Yep, just bear with me one moment. I do need to seek some instructions. I'll be back momentarily. Thank you. Well, boys, a quick conversation's a good conversation, and the result of that is that we sell here today. We are on the market, we're selling, the bid's here, the keys are here. If you've come to buy, you must bid me now or forever hold your peace at $880,000. We're on the market, we sell at $880, fairly been offered here on the phone with Annie at $880,000 now. We sell away in the absence of any further bidding here today at $880 the bid. For the first call at $880,000, are we done? Second call at $880,000, are we done? Are we finished? For the third and final call at $880,000 a bid, all done, all finished, all silent out at $880. So you're definitely done over here, ma'am. Thank you very much for your bid here today at $880,000. Sir, are we done? Definitely out? Can't get you back in for one, a cheeky one on top. Get those keys, the keys are here. Need instructions, I'll circle back to you in a sec. Belinda, needed clear instructions here also at $880,000. Let them know that we're on the market, we're about to sell. It's now or never if they're there to buy at $880,000. So what do you say, you definitely done? Yeah, done. Definitely, thank you very much for your bidding here today. At $880,000, bids there, keys are there, we sell, need to know Belinda. First call at $880, all done. Second call, $880,000, done, finished. Third, final call, $880,000 the bid, all done, all finished, silent and out at $880. We're selling, selling, selling. Just final instructions, Belinda. Definitely done. At $880,000, we're selling, 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 sold. Congratulations, well bid. Please join me congratulating our purchasers and our vendors here today. You've just witnessed another successful Harcourts, Rata and Co auction. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the sunshine.